Today we're going to talk about every reference I noticed in the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping. Before I get started, obviously there will be spoilers in this video and probably in the comments section, so if you haven't read the book yet, please come back after you've read it. Anyway, let's get into this. First up, Haymitch's girlfriend, Lenore Dove, lives with her two uncles, Pam Amber and Clark Carmen, members of the Covey who grew up with Lucy Greybeard. We also got evidence that much of America's prejudice stuck around for Panem, as even in District 12, they're not too fond of gay people, hence why Clark keeps his relations with another man hidden. The reason Haymitch decides to raise a flock of geese at the end of Mockingjay is because Lenore Dove also has geese, so he's probably doing it to honor her memory. The snake and bird Flint Striker is a reference to Lucy Gray and Coriolanus, as Lucy Gray was the songbird and Coriolanus was the snake. Calling both of them survivors hints to Lucy Gray's legacy managing to survive despite the Capitol's attempt to censor it, and Snow's refusal to let his bloodline die out and lose respect. Astrid March is obviously Katniss's mum, so we now have a name for her. And Burdock Everdeen is clearly Katniss's father. Burdock's nickname, Birdie, is almost a reference to how Katniss will later be also seen as a bird, the Mockingjay. Drusilla Sickle is a descendant or relative of Vespania Sickle, one of Coriolanus Snow's classmates, and Agrippina Sickle, who was one of the professors at the Academy. The Mockingjay pin that Maisie is mentioned to have is the same one that got passed down to her niece, and later to Katniss. And we now have the name of the 46th victor, Palladian Barker, a boy from District 1. We also now know that Wirus won the 49th Hunger Games, and that the arena that year was entirely shiny and reflective. There's also just a lot of references to the colors green and orange, like a ridiculous amount that this has to be because of Katniss and Peter's favorite respective colors. If not, I'm just going insane. Snow's dislike of the birds is likely due to the way the Mockingjays taunted him after Lucy Gray disappeared, and because the Jabberjays helped cause his father's death. The way that the Capitol reprogrammed the replacement Luella is likely similar to the way they did it to Peter, just a far less sophisticated version of it. We also now know that Effie Trinket has a sister called Prosperina, and the reference to their great aunt attending many funerals is likely due to the Dark Days. Knowing now that mutts used to be placed into the arena by game makers themselves shows why they now do it from the control rooms, because, well, they don't want more deaths on their hands. Silka's plea to win is reminiscent of both Coral's and Cato's. There's also a statement midway through where artificially generated media is referenced, and how it led to the decay of humanity as it was, and helped pave the way for Panem to be the way it is now. If this isn't an obvious way for Suzanne Collins to say how harmful AI is to the world, I don't know what is. And there are tons of more obvious references, but I thought I'd mention ones that I've seen no one else mentioning, or ones that I saw people dismissing online, because I thought I'd share my opinion on the matter.